Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. My name is Elena Lagrone.
As possible, we appreciate it.
The Road to Stage production group was started last year because we recognized that there was a big hole in the homeschool community just for people to participate in theater and just use their God-given gifts just to perform for Him and just utilize their talents. We are in our second year, and we had a very, very large turnout for auditions for this year, so we want to thank all of the parents for trusting us with your kiddos.
We also wanted to tell you that about 80% of our cast has little to no theater experience at all until this production, so we are really, really excited to show you what they've accomplished in this semester.
Before we go ahead and get started, we wanted to give some thank yous to some people and organizations that have helped us along the way. First, we know we could not have done this without a lot of help and support, so we also want to give thank yous to that, as well as some different businesses from around town that have helped us out, starting out with Calvary Lutheran Church. They actually let us have all of our auditions, rehearsals, we stored props and sets and costumes. They were just very, very willing to work with us, and we are super, super thankful for that. We got several props and costumes from Care Paravel Latin School and Topeka Civic Theater. So several of the things you see up here are actually from them, and they were very wonderful to trust us with their stuff, so we're very thankful again. And lastly, to God's Storehouse, who also donated several different kinds of costumes, as well as our financial support.
We'd also like to thank our cast parents. You guys have been so faithful to us, driving your kids back and forth to rehearsals every weekend, helping them practice at home, to rehearse, to prepare, gathering little bits of costume pieces, helping us with fundraising. Trivia night was super fun. We hope to see all of you back there again. We had a great time. And lots of you right now are backstage, helping behind the scenes, doing concessions, taking tickets, running dressing rooms, and we're just so thankful for who you are and how you've contributed to this production.
We would also like to thank some of the other parents that have gone above and beyond to help us out, starting with Greg Steinloggy, Les Steinloggy, Gina Nancy Wheeler, Ciara Keene, and Anita Hubleib, as well as Chris Lagrone, who just put in several hours of construction and sewing and painting and just lots of hours to help make our set and our costumes just look really beautiful. So we want to give a thank you to them as well.
We'd also like to thank Rebecca Crable, who's donated her time and talents behind the camera to capture some of these moments, and they are true treasures. We are very thankful that we'll get to remember this for years to come.
All right, and now to introduce all these lovely ladies beside us, we want to start off with Stacy Steinloggy. She's right there in the middle. She actually spent so many hours doing set construction, painting. She was in charge of our backstage. She's running the show back there for all of this week and this weekend. So we want to give a very big round of applause to her because we could not have done it without her.
We would also like to recognize Tamara Oakry, who is in charge of our costumes. We have a cast of 45 plus people, and Tamara made sure that all of them were wearing costumes, and some of them have costume changes that are pretty complex. So we're really grateful for all the hours she spent bent over a sewing machine.
All right, and lastly, there on the end is Devin. She is probably one of the most underappreciated people because she does a lot of work with our organizing, a lot of things regarding our financials. She kind of keeps us in check. So we are very thankful for her and all of the help that she's done as well.
We'd also like to thank Lundgren Elementary for sharing their space with us, and we just took over their building this week and kept the building manager here very late, lots of nights, so we're very thankful for them. And I guess with that in mind, if you need to use the restroom, it's out those double doors and down the hall. Ladies, you'll hit yours first. Men, you need to go around the corner to yours. There will also be concessions during intermission and after the show. Please be mindful of your trash. We would like to leave Lundgren looking just as beautiful as we found it.
And also take this opportunity to silence your phones, and please no videos or photography during this as well, please.
And with that, enjoy the show.
I just wish I was doing something more important with my life.
Worrying about that self-worth again, Prince Toffer?
It all just comes too easily.
The fact remains, sire, you will be king, and very soon. When your sainted mother and father passed away and left you in my charge, I promised them when you came of age, you would be prepared for your reign.
I know, Sebastian. And I guess I am ready to be king. The thing of it is, I don't even know who I am yet.
I'm sure it will come to you, but until then, might I suggest faking it?
Really?
Yes, you wouldn't be the first, and you wouldn't be the last. To the castle?
To the castle. But still, these questions, they nag me. Nag. Not you, Chauncey. I just wonder. Me, who am I? A far from perfect guy. A bummer wants to do what's right, but often does what's wrong. likes to sing a song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Me, who am I, but the guy I am. That's who
Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Slayer of Dragons, pitiless to ogres, destroyer of griffins and giants, no friend to gargoyles, nice to the needy, sportsman and poet, guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Dragon!
Me, who am I, but the guy I am.
He's our hero, such perfection.
Stop.
He's the kind of guy who we'd all like to be. What's the use of self-reflection?
I appreciate that.
When bells will ring, when you are king, people will sing. There is no one quite like His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert,
A fine
Slayer of Dragons, pitiless to ogres,
a jerk who wants to do what's right, but often that one's not. A jerk whose voice is way off key, but likes to sing a song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up as a lamb. Me, who am I, but the guy I am.
Thank you.
You there, you wolfish person. Fit just some water.
Yes, sir.
Don't talk to her that way. How do you know she's poor?
Look at her, she's filthy.
Here you are, sire.
Thank you, young lady. That's very kind of you.
It's just water.
Give her some money.
Really?
Yes, it's charity. You have things and she doesn't. You're gonna give her some of your things so she doesn't have a revolution and take all of your things.
Spare change, any spare change?
The moment charity is mentioned, out comes every layabout.
Here you are, old woman.
Thank you, bless you, kind
Be
sir.
careful, my lord. Many of the very poor have weapons. Get away from him.
Oh no! Good sirs, that is merely crazy Marie. She lives in the woods and comes to town only to gather what others throw away. She is gentle in every way, sweet and delicate, but nuts.
She's harmless, I can tell. Knights, sheath your swords. You're a good friend to Marie. How lucky she is to have a true friend such as you. I wish I had a true friend.
I'm standing right here. Shall we journey on?
Very well, Pimpleton. Be well, young lady.
Oh, I don't want charity.
Take the coin then as a gift, in admiration for a true friend in this world. Oh, sorry. A lot on my mind. Chauncey.
Thank you for saving my life, dear Ella. I shall return the favor.
Oh, I didn't do it to have a favor
No,
returned.
I have an old shawl here. It has a few holes and smells of cabbage, but you shall wear it.
It's not necessary. What a handsome man that was. So kind and generous.
That was not a man. That was our own Prince Topher, slayer of giants and dragons. He's returned from university. He is to be crowned king.
That man, a world leader?
Yes.
But he seems to have a heart, mind, and soul. No, it can't be. Marie, you're crazy.
Well, that I am, but that does not change the fact that he is to be king. Look at your coin, dear.
Why, it is him. From the left. Such silly ears, and the crown doesn't help things. He should wear a floppy hat. Here, Marie, please take this coin. Go buy yourself something warm to eat.
Thank you, child. Now, why is it always the very poor who are the most generous? It breaks my heart.
Here's our Jean-Michel. You just about gibberish now and bore us.
Oh, be nice. Don't you think, Jean-Michel?
Do you know why the poor are the kindest, Ellen, Crazy Marie?
No, but I have a feeling you are about to be most forthcoming.
Because it is a corrupt system with a smashed moral compass. Today, I will be going alone to the castle to protest the corruption that riddles our government. You should come with me.
Cinderella! That's Madame Ella's stepmother.
I will shout to the prince. You will have no choice but to listen.
No, you are in danger.
I have a vision for what this kingdom could be.
Cinderella, help me with my parcels this instant. Cinderella, you lazy stepdaughter, help me with my packages. Careful, careful. Who knows the extreme torture I'm subjected to? Charlotte, Gabrielle, come, daughters, come.
We're here, Mama. We are exhausted being as beautiful as we look.
Cinderella, help your stepsisters with their shrewd purchases. Into the house at once, daughters. The real ones.
Oh no.
Madame isn't always mean, you know. Sometimes she sleeps.
Gabrielle, I brought from university a book for you with pictures of how people in other lands live and how they govern, like Norway, Italy, and Japan.
Oh, I have mentioned these things only a few times, and you have brought me a whole book. Quit it, you.
And 4 days from now, I'd like to take you on a date. I'm organizing a soup kitchen, and we need someone to stir and ladle. Well, what do you say?
Gabrielle, do not talk to this man. We are teetering precariously between the upper middle class and the lower upper class. We cannot be seen talking with a revolutionary. Into the house at once.
Why do I care? Why do I try? I'll never be good enough for her. I'll take this book and I'll burn it.
No, why not give the book to dear Ella?
If it's quite all right, Jean-Michel, I would love to look at your book of how other countries live.
Here, Ella, you can take it. I shall go my way alone and live my own life. I am a loner. You're coming with me, right?
Of course.
A book. It's been so long since I've owned something. Just me.
Cinderella, get in there and clean the kitchen.
I've just finished it.
Prepare the dinner.
It's on the stove.
Hold in the bed.
The beds are turned down and your bed clothing is all laid out.
What is this book?
Jean-Michel just gave it to me.
Where'd you get it?
He gave it to me.
Isn't it nice? People are giving you things. Still daddy's little girl. What is this doing here?
It's my father's coat.
It's rags.
That's all I have to remember him by.
Well, it's rags now, and you can clean the heart with it.
I'm as mild as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be.
Just as long as I stay in my own little corner.
All alone in my own little chair.
Your Majesty, next, a list of lords entreating.
A list of lords entreating me with what?
105 requests.
It seems a lot.
I'll take this. Your Majestic Highness, in honor of your upcoming coronation, I proudly proclaim your kingdom a land of plenty and bounty. May I have the imprimatur of your ring on this other announcement?
Oh, yes. Sorry. What's it for?
It's complicated. Do you really want me to go into it?
Prince Topher, listen! What was that? You must take responsibility for your actions. Who's that yelling from the other side of the room? Oh. The people are being treated unfairly by your government. He seems upset.
Rabble rouser, ignore him. I have this new law which forbids any... Actually, if you let me have the ring, it would save the trip.
But shouldn't we hear what he has to say? I mean, people were never upset with Mom and Dad, were they?
Your parents had the good fortune to be royalty in a time of plenty. But since their unfortunate demise, I have done my best to run this country. And I've done my best to raise you in the finest schools.
Hello! I'm talking here. We should invite him up for a talk.
Ignore him.
I will not give up. If you won't listen, then I'll shout this to the town square.
Just to the town square. Perhaps it's time for a distraction.
What sort of distraction?
A royal wedding.
Wow, and that works?
Like a dream every time.
But who will get married?
Well, you.
What? That's just silly. I don't know any girls. I went to an all-boys school off in the woods, and then attended an all-male university on an island. Why did you do that to me?
For this happy day, I'm gonna find you a bride. Oh, happy the day.
That's nonsense. How will you find me a bride?
We shall have a magnificent ball. Dancing.
What?
Every eligible young woman who can afford a gown will attend. If you can't afford a nice dress, then you have no business marrying a prince. That is a wonderful selection process right there. Now, tonight's ball will be in mass. You will dance with every girl, and at the stroke of midnight, everyone will remove their masks, and you will have found your bride.
Oh, that's fast.
King and queen on the throne. I'm there to guide you through all your decisions. It's really a win-win.
But how would any woman fall in love with me so quickly?
A valid question, which we will answer sometime soon. Now, Lord Pickleton, I want you to tell this to all. A pronouncement and announcement. His Royal Highness
Please don't say my full name.
Vladimir, Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Hammond,
Herman.
Gregory James is giving a ball.
Sebastian, dancing, can we talk about this? time will do. Live and play your part, don't give away your heart, don't take what the world gives you. Now is the time to live, no other time is real. Yesterday has gone, tomorrow is a guess, today you can see and feel. No, listen! Tradespeople, tinkers, and fishmongers! I shout to the prince, but he ignores me. If he and Sebastian can take the land from the very poor, then it's only a matter of time before they take from all of us. For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or a tray. Now is the time of your life, the time of your life is today.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hear ye, a ball that's not all. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hear ye, his royal highness Rupert James is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Hello, I'm talking here. Now is the time to act. No other time will do.
He's giving a ball.
Now is the time to live. No other time is real.
He's giving a ball.
But
He's giving a ball. He's giving a
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Karl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Merlin, Hermit, Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a what?
The prince is giving a ball.
His Majesty has this decree. To attend the ball, all one requires is an invitation and suitably fashionable attire. Then the prince will choose a woman from the ball to be his bride. That means anyone can be the queen.
So wouldn't he want a taller girl? Or will he want a stronger girl?
Or will he want a smaller girl?
The prince is giving a ball. I wish I were a older girl.
I wish I were a younger girl. I wish I were an older girl. The prince is giving a ball. I've wished a lot of things. I don't wish any more. But now I wish a lot of things I've never wished before. I wish I had, I wish I
on, Charlotte.
I can taste my lunch.
We must move on to Gabrielle's hair. It's beginning to look like a Bavarian pretzel. Cinderella is really the most amusing name. I crack myself up. She sits by the cinders of the fire, and her name is Ella, so I call her Cinderella. Why don't I have any friends?
Face it, Mama. You are well versed in the art of ridicule.
I do have a flair for it, don't I? Actual daughters, watch and learn. Cinderella, get ready, get dressed. You're going to the ball. You're going to find a husband. Am I? Ridicule? Who caught it?
I did. That's terrible.
What can that be? Everyone clear out of here. Will I get rid of this imbecile? Well, oh dear, the door won't open. What?
Good evening, madame. I heard Gabrielle was here. Gabrielle, there you are. Please forgive me for interrupting your momentous evening. For the ball tonight, I thought you might desire to take these wildflowers. I picked them myself.
They're so beautiful. Thank you, Jean-Michel.
And for the mother of the most perfect girl in all of God's creation. I've gathered these, and I was hoping you might want to take them in order to... What?
Leave.
What? Hey!
Out of my house!
So, would you perhaps consider...
Leave and
taking
take
them
your
out?
simple pleasures with you!
Don't be. That was so nice.
Oh, no, there are plans. Plans that do not involve Mr. Soapbox!
But he means well, and I think he likes me.
Let me tell you about love, Miss Flowers in your hand and dreams in your head. I married your father for love. He died, and I cried. Then, I married Cinderella's father for money. He died. I got a house. Oh, 7:30 ball preparation, double time. Sit on my shoes. Charlotte, honey, Gabrielle's face.
I can't see.
Venetian glove. Gabrielle, feed the baby. Sit on my clothes. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Then the prince we shall ensnare.
Then the prince we shall ensnare.
Are we worthy?
Yes.
To battle, the crown is ours to lose. Hush jaw.
Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair, and the prince we shall ensnare.
Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair.
Then the prince we shall ensnare. Expensive bracelet. Invitations.
Let us storm the castle, lovely daughters. Tonight changes everything. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Cinderella's not going anywhere.
One of the flowers in the bouquet was a wild rose. My thorn scratched my lip. I'm bleeding. I should walk up to the prince and scratch his lip. Make him drink lemonade. Oh, it'll sting. Enough of taking things as they are. Now is the time for us to march to the palace and talk to the prince. Instead of having this fancy ball.
You should do that. You should march up to him and talk to him.
He won't listen to me. He used his castle to hide from the truth. Him meeting me will never happen. The only thing funnier is you going to the ball. Well, why don't you go to the ball and ask the prince when he's going to start noticing the people are being evicted from their land? That is absurd.
Oh, Jean-Michel, I can go to the prince and he might listen to me. If I had a ball gown, I think I might look sort of nice. I am in the royal palace of all places, when I meet the finest prince you ever see. And the color yes. All the all and fiddly, faddly, foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy and run-a-doodle. So what if I do have a dream to see the prince again? And tell him what life in this kingdom is really like? And what it could be? Exactly. And then to have him fall in love with you. No one will fall in love with me. Why do you come to visit me tonight? I just knew I would find you in the same old place, in the pale mist of a foolish dream. I am being foolish. Then be foolish with me. Ella, what will you dream of? Well, an invitation to the ball, I guess. Right here. Here's an invitation. What? But it's torn. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just go. Now, what else will you dream of? A white gown, I imagine. Yes, yes. A beautiful white gown, studded with pearls and jewels, and a tiara of diamonds. Yes, and on your feet. Why? The most beautiful grosgrain hoops, I'd imagine. No, better. The Venetian glass that your stepmother so loves with trinkets and baubles. An entire pair of shoes made only of Venetian glass. How silly. I'd be the envy of all, but you would. But how would I get to the ball? Well, this pumpkin over here. Yes? I turn it into a golden carriage. And horses? These mice. Oh, and a fox as a footman, and a raccoon as a driver. Oh, you are crazy, Marie White. In order to do that, you would have to be a fairy godmother. Marie! But you're a crazy woman. What are you doing in that beautiful gown? Well, you'd be surprised how many beautiful gowns have crazy women in them. Are you really my fairy godmother? Of course, my child. Actually, I'm everyone's fairy godmother, but you're the only one who's given me charity, generosity, and kindness. And now, I must make all the dreams we joked about come true. That's so improbable. Impossible. Impossible. For a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible. For a plain yellow pumpkin and a prince to join the carriage. And for small mice cleverly for big horses. Such floating roll and fidelity of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed jokes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things that have impossible. 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 But if you could be a beggar woman not 5 minutes ago, and now you're my fairy godmother, then anything is possible, right? I suppose so. Oh, you could change it all. You could make it all happen. No, but you could change it all. You could make it all happen. Oh, never. I couldn't. You're right. It's all so impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. No, impossible for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for small mice clever before big horses. Such holy roll and infinity of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible
ever wished to go to a ball in a beautiful gown? In the name of every girl who's ever wanted to change the world she lived in, go with the promise of possibility.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 little mice are easily turned to horses. Such vulnerability of voices. Quite possible.
For the world is full of dainties and the fools who don't believe in sensible rules.
And won't believe what sensible people say. And because you have to do it, I don't keep building up impossible hopes. Impossible things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Sebastian, honestly.
Only 200 women to go.
So, which one is it?
Which one is what?
The prince? Duh! Which one is the prince? I mean, come on, what do you think I'm here for? The free food?
Well, a good time? A dance, perhaps?
Wrong answer. I've got marrying royalty on my mind. So, which one is it here?
Maybe he's me.
Not likely. You're no prince, you're ordinary.
What makes you think I'm ordinary?
When we were doing the gavotte, you couldn't even keep the beat. And when we got to the waltz, you tripped over your 2 live feet and landed on your flat little bottom. End of discussion.
Oh, I hope to talk to you later.
I have moved on.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Lovely dance, isn't it? I do hope my dancing was all right.
Oh, your dancing was absolutely princely. Oops, I let that slip out.
So you know.
I would know wise and handsome prince anywhere.
That last girl did not.
You're kidding! Well, thanks for that, son!
I think she does now.
Well,
So,
what can you tell me about yourself?
what would it please you to know, Your Highness?
Well, what are your interests?
Why, whatever your interests are, Your Highness.
Okay. Repeat.
Your majestic highness, just because I was playing hard to get doesn't mean I'm hard to get, okay?
Sebastian, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry.
It's time to play ridicule. Everyone, take sides.
What happened to the nice girl?
Ignore her. We're playing ridicule, and you get to be judge. The 2 circles spin, and when the music stops, Each player will out-ridicule one another. Now let's find you a bride.
Oh, but my dear, I do love your dress. No matter how many times I see it. Why, I remember when that dress was first in fashion, when I was a young girl.
Please do not speak of your childhood, as I have not brought along a copy of the Old Testament to follow along.
Now, what do you even call that?
Well, it's awfully sophisticated.
That just seems like cruelty.
Sophisticated cruelty. There's a slight difference there. I keep forgetting what it is.
I don't think I want to play this game anymore.
And here we have another round at the ready. 1 and 2 and 3.
Age before beauty. You first, Didier.
You have such a beautiful speaking voice. Have you ever considered reciting poetry?
Say it what? Do it what? The anticipation is killing me. Do the ridicule. Why do you say this?
No reason. I just really like your speaking voice. And I just think you sound really wonderful reciting a poem. And I also like the feather in your hair. It's a lovely color for you.
Why are you doing this to me?
What is this bewitchery you practice?
Oh, it's just kindness.
Kindness?
Yes, kindness is practiced now in all great courts. Ridicule isn't done anywhere anymore. It's all kindness now, even in the French courts.
Kindness?
Yes, you know, compassion.
Who are you, you strange woman?
I don't know who she is, but she must be very, very wealthy indeed. Did you see her feet? Venetian glass. My resentment is all-consuming.
Kindness. You all must try it.
And I'll be the first. Kindness. Isn't it wonderful to have a pleasant young lady such as yourself in our court?
Thank you. And it's an honor to be at this wonderful party you're throwing.
It's like every time they speak, a part of me dies.
This room is filled with some of the loveliest ladies I have ever seen.
I just saw they had gluten-free cake at the buffet. I love gluten-free cake. Thank you to whoever made it. This court is alive with laughter for.
It's like it was during the reign of Prince Tuba's parents.
May his reign be a continuation of theirs.
Those were glorious days. But so are these.
Look at all these magnificent guests.
You are so kind. Thank you. You make me wish that I could be a better person. There's something somewhat familiar about you. What could that be?
I admire the way you've changed everything. And yet, I'm so comfortable with you. I feel as if I've met you before. 10 minutes ago, I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. Room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I'm sorry to be so effusive. I've just met you. I'm not usually this way with someone I've just met. In events like these, I feel like, what am I doing here?
I feel the same.
Like such a phony.
So do I.
You do?
Yes.
Me too. My name's
Topher. Short for Christopher. Yes, I know.
Have we met before?
Yes. We are seeing each other for the first time right now. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. And I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him.
take your carriage.
But we haven't the room!
Leave one of your daughters behind, then.
After her, she is my destiny.
But, no! What just happened? Seriously, what happened? Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble, with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break her little arm. Why would a fellow want a girl like her? It's obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is so hard as a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
Footwear is now falling from the sky.
It's gone. The golden carriage has taken a shortcut right through the forest. Gentlemen, lanterns! We must find her if it's the last thing we do. She is my lady!
Yes, he's witty, so disarming, and I really like the way he holds a rose. Clever, cunning, ever charming. How do I make him see I'm special? It's a pity. It's a pity. I'm as pretty. I'm as pretty. And plus, I've got the patience of a perfect saint. So I'm waiting, always waiting. Nevertheless, I am a mess. Loosen my dress. Help me, I'm starting to faint. Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who is a daisy. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a high-strung girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink. What's the matter? But not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no wider than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fellow going crazy? Why does a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? Is the matter with the man? What's 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 the matter with the man?
Cloud.
appalling manners! Appalling! He spent the whole evening talking and dancing with some little nobody.
How did Gabrielle and Charlotte take that?
The prince has fallen head over heels for somebody else. If he keeps this up, I don't think I want to go out with him.
What was going on in His Royal Highness's thick skull?
The way that he looked at her, with respect. I hope no man ever looks at me that way.
If that woman had any sense of morality or what is right in this world, she wouldn't have showed up to the ball at all.
But can you imagine how she must have felt tonight? Arriving at the ball and meeting the man of her dreams.
I cannot, for my mind has no place for the bell or rank.
I can imagine it, I think.
I can imagine it.
I can imagine it, and I have no imagination.
When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway. When you're driving through the moonlight to the dance. You are breathless with the wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. And at last you see the towers of the past, silhouetted on the sky above the park. And below them is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way.
The way you say
Isn't it wonderful how the needy just keep on going? Get up. Put away the, whatever you call it. The only thing I have to comfort me after this disastrous evening is that the prince seemed so completely devastated when his dream date ran away.
Oh, it was hilarious. The Padawan was full of yammering when you're leaving. Why did the girl run away? My feeling is that up close, the girl was physically unappealing.
To bed, my lovely daughters. Cinderella, you stay here and clean up this pigsty of a parlor. Why is there a pumpkin on the table? It makes no design sense.
Is there anything else you'd like to know, Ella?
No. Sounds like a really marvelous ball. I only wish I could have been there.
How did you know all those things happened earlier this evening?
I just supposed it. Imagined it. Had a vision.
Interesting. Click! How many fingers?
2,
3. Fascinating. Where are your visions now?
Oh, you're being silly. You're just picking on me because I said the prince was wearing a white jacket.
You did say it, and he was. Something's going on here.
Oh, you're being absurd. More than usual. Oh, I need to finish up and get this
Let me
puppy
help
off
you
the
with
table.
that. Your hand. It's so calloused and rough from work. Just like the hand of the woman that I shook this evening. Who danced with the prince?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking
It
about.
was you tonight, wasn't it? It was you. How did you dance in glass shoes?
Oh, no. You won't tell the others, will you? Madame and Charlotte?
No, never.
Are you mad at me that I stole the prince from you?
I will confess a secret to you. I never loved the prince, or even liked him. There's someone else that I want.
How wonderful for you. Who is it?
Well, Madame hates him.
Well, Madame hating him doesn't narrow the field. Who is it?
If I promise to keep your secret of the prince, will you promise to keep my secret of my forbidden love?
I can, and I will.
It's Jean-Michel, the firebrand.
Oh, he's a good man. He seems angry for all the right reasons.
He wants to change the world and make it a better place. You gotta love a guy like that.
You may one day win Jean-Michel, but I will never win Prince Topher. If he saw me as I truly am, he would have no interest in me.
That's not true. He would love you for who you are.
I don't see how.
Well, if Madame ever saw me with Jean-Michel, why, I shudder to think what she would do. Are you sure you can keep my secret?
I can, and you can keep mine. We shall have a secret that will make us
Co-conspirators.
friends.
Sisters.
May we both find our loves.
And our lives. The stars in the hazy heaven, trembling above me,
Danced when he promised always to love me.
the day came through.
Away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss.
All my
nights in a row you search, and here it is, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's as if you're testing my good nature. The second that woman in white ran off, which we all must seem to imply she has a police record. The second she runs off, you don't want to dance with any of the other girls.
Sebastian, are there poor people in this kingdom who've had their land taken from them?
If there were, I would tell you.
Do they need our help?
Everyone donates it joyfully. Ignore this talk. Where did you hear it?
The girl.
I don't think she's to be trusted. Please come back to the castle. The work is piling up.
No. Something's not right.
As you say, the ring, sire.
Yes. What are you stamping this time?
Nothing, sire. Hardly worth troubling your beautiful mind.
Let me read it.
I should explain.
I'll read this on my own.
Please allow me to come back to the palace.
No. I'm reading this now. Thank you.
What?
Sebastian, that will be all. I'll ask you if I need anything explained. Sebastian!
Sire, I can explain.
How could you do this in my name?
I am maintaining this life for you. Without my watchful eye, you should be a pauper. Would you like that?
I want the girl. The one who talked to me. I want to talk to that girl.
A troublemaker?
We're having another ball. A banquet, and she'll come to that.
She won't show. This is lunacy.
She will come. We're having a banquet tonight, and you're inviting everyone in the kingdom.
Don't forget who you're talking to.
And don't you forget who you're talking to. Now, we're having a banquet tonight, and I'm finding that girl.
Very well, sire. She won't show. You don't even know her name. And if she really thought you were worthy of all her high ideals, she would have stayed, wouldn't she?
A banquet.
The prince is looking dreamy-eyed. He has since giving a ball. But still he wants to find his bride, the one he lost in the ball. So spread the word throughout the land. The prince is throwing a banquet. His wish that the woman who met the ball will attend. As for the rest of us, well, what can I say? There's gonna be a hair. Talk it back to me. Of course, I want to keep an eye on what women are there. I'm not giving up control this time. Spread the word.
Invitation only.
A banquet tonight! Cinderella, where are you? Cinderella, where can she be?
Royal Highness, Mr. Rupert, dopey and dreamy-eyed, terrified lady, hoping to see her, asking where is she?
Cinderella! Where is she?
Yes, is getting.
Banquet tonight! Why does the prince do this? Seems cruelty beyond measure. 2 significant social events in 1 week. Now granted, my appearance never looked lovelier, but my perfection comes at a price. Gloves, that's what it is. Cinderella! Where are my gloves? Ella, over here.
Don't give her the gloves quite yet. Yes, I know. She'll be abusive later. But trust me, this shall be worth it. I am going to tell Madame that I am sick.
Oh, would you like some
I'm not
gloves?
actually sick. I'm pretending. It's just like when Charlotte was in school and pretended to be sick to get out of things she didn't like the 3rd and 4th grade. I will be sick just as we are leaving for the carriage. Madame and Charlotte will leave without me. I will then change back into my regular clothes and be with my secret crush, Jean-Michel. I'm taking him up on his offer to go to the soup kitchen. A soup kitchen? I get to ladle. You heard me. And guess what will happen to this beautiful gown and invitation? I shall loan them both to you. You shall go in my stead and meet the prince and fall in love and get married and exact revenge on Madame and try to keep Jean-Michel out of the stockade. Oh, tra-la-la, tra-la-la, the way my mind works.
Cinderella, where are my gloves?
And don't worry about Madame. She never notices anything that isn't her.
Your gloves are right here, madame.
Foolish child, why did you not say you had them? Charlotte, make haste, child. And those shoes are so delicate and dainty.
My feet burn with the heat of 100 suns.
To the carriage, daughters.
Oh, Madame, my stomach. I must have eaten something this morning. Ooh, that disagrees with me.
No, this cannot keep me from going to the banquet tonight.
Go! You go without me. Let Charlotte meet the prince and steal him from the homely girl from the ball. Go! Let Charlotte become queen.
I think that I can make that happen.
I shall fight this battle with only half my troops. Cinderella, fetch the physician. If Gabrielle is to be better by this evening, send her to the banquet immediately. Gabrielle, get better, I insist on it. And keep your invitation.
Thank you, Mother. I'll come if I feel better.
No, not on the dress. Charlotte, the carriage awaits.
Shh. Quick, I'll change, and you knock on the door.
It knocks back.
Then answer it.
Hello, Ella.
Good evening, Jean-Michel.
I'm just sick of hiding in the shadows like a fearful person.
Would you rather see madame?
Hiding's nice.
How are you this evening?
Going out with Gabrielle and I am wound up like a tick. Tonight, she and I will go to the greengrocer and beg him for whatever scraps he may have. Then we shall slave over a hot stove and serve a meal to the very poor. I do hope she's not expecting that much fun every night.
Good evening, Jean-Michel.
Good evening, Gabrielle. I much prefer you in the simple attire. You know, you look like a carnival attraction.
Oh, you speak such kind words to me. And what of the soup kitchen this evening?
Now, our first responsibility is with the poor. Then we shall march to the palace, and I shall speak to the prince. We only have one thing to worry about.
What's that?
That'll even speak to me.
Well, you know, Ella might be able to help. She talked to the prince.
What? Ella talked to the prince.
She went to the ball. They were talking about the kingdom and how to make things better. And tonight, she's going to the banquet.
The world is upside down. But don't you know what this means? If she really did talk to the prince, then I can speak to him, and he'll be open to my suggestions. What do you call this feeling I have right now?
Optimism.
Optimism. I should do this more often.
You can march up to the prince and talk to him.
I can march up to the prince, and I can talk to him.
You can be a leader.
I can be a leader.
You can be my boyfriend.
I can be your boyfriend. Wait, what? Left turn, what are you doing? This is very counter-revolutionary.
I like the man who wants to change the world. But I also like the man that brought me flowers.
Who brought you flowers? Oh, I did, yeah. No, I couldn't.
You just said so. Optimism.
Optimism?
Let yourself go.
I could be your boyfriend.
Yes!
Am I your boyfriend?
Yes!
Yes!
So that's how it is.
Mother!
My own daughter? My flesh and blood deceiving me with someone so decidedly unsuitable. I had plans for you, Gabrielle. I had created a life for you. And this? This is how you show your gratitude?
Hey, Gabrielle, is this one okay?
And you think you can go to court? I never loved your father. I just wanted his money. You have been nothing but a nuisance to me since the day he died. You think you can wear a beautiful gown? You think that is acceptable? You should be in rags. No, stop! Rags!
Mother,
doubt myself. I was doing so well.
At last, a friendly face.
Sweet child, hurry. You shall be late for the banquet.
No, look, everything is ruined.
Hurry. The prince wants you. He needs you.
No, I can't.
Why do you think he's having the second event tonight? To try to find you.
Every time I take a step forward, Madame pushes me back. The prince will never love me if he saw me as I truly am. I can't keep fighting.
Ella, if you have a dream, then very soon thereafter you're going to have to fight for it. Why otherwise? How would you know the dream is truly yours?
But my life.
Exactly. It's your life.
Always that keeps insisting on. There is something more than doubting, living through the darkness. Something that sets your world someone wants you, But I can't go to the banquet. My clothing is in tatters. It's all I have.
Yes. Well, perhaps we need even more tatters.
What?
Rags, rags. Rags, rags, rags. Tatters of matted bags. Make the new from old. Tatters of matted rags. Spin them into gold. Now, get rid of these rags, won't you?
It's beautiful. Yes.
Now remember, Ella, the magic ends at midnight.
Magic is fun at midnight. Is there anything else?
Well, now you have a gown. Yes, the book that Jean-Michel gave you about the world. Now you have only the entire world to help you. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be.
the banquet?
I'm waiting for her. She has to come.
Very well, sire, but to be warned, this party is a pack of gossips. I'd hurry along if I were you.
Prince Topher!
You're here.
I'm so sorry I'm late.
I
I'm
knew
so
by the
glad.
banquet you'd come.
Oh, and I'm sorry I ran away before.
You're even more beautiful than I remember.
Did you really have this banquet just for me?
I would have 100 banquets just to find you.
And that thing about me being more beautiful than you remember, that's real too?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Wow. What do you know about that?
I've been thinking about you. And I've been thinking of what you said about the people having their homes taken away. The court says I should ignore such talk,
But you know that if you're going to be king, you have to pay attention to the things that people tell you to ignore.
Yes. I want to meet all of my people. Not just the ones Sebastian lets me see. I don't know how. It's impossible.
Oh, that's going to be more possible than you can even imagine. See, my friend Jean-Michel and my sister Gabrielle are headed here right now with some of your people.
To talk to me? But if things are as bad as you say they are, then they'll be angry with me.
I think that if you can do battle with a giant or dragon, you can handle somebody who just wants to talk to you.
Okay. You're good.
Just be yourself. They'll see the man that I see. They're coming.
Wait. What's your name?
Just trust me, because I'm your one true friend. Friends, come meet Prince Topher. Just don't say my name.
I won't say your name. Don't even ask about the gold dress.
Are you alright?
Yes, yes. Jean-Michel is a wonderful man with a lot of great ideas.
No. It's nice to meet you.
And Gabrielle, my sister. And this is Yvonne and her baby.
Oh, I see the resemblance.
This is Sam.
It's an honor to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you.
This prince is all right.
Oh, okay. I'm holding a baby.
Talk to him like a person.
Prince Topher, Jean-Michel has something he'd like to say to you.
These people have had their homes and property taken from them. I've said it before, but now I know what it is to have somebody lose their home. We need your help. We need to have our voices heard. For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or a tray. Now is the time of your life, the time of your life is today.
Yes, I see. And trust me, I too know what it's like to be overlooked. I want to help you, but how?
Rolly-rolling, fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-fumble. All the wishes in the world go oops, out they tumble.
Of course, it's here.
What's here?
Do you know it?
I read it at university.
Look, chapter 2.
Of course, chapter 2. Oh, chapter 2.
I didn't get that far.
Yes, chapter 2. I should have known. People, I think I have a plan.
I knew you would.
Long live Prince Topher.
Our future king.
Prince Topher, what are you doing surrounded by these ragamuffins?
Sebastian, you said no one needed my help. Well, what do you call these people?
From their attire, I assume artists.
We demand to have our voices heard.
A beheading would not be out of place here.
Yes. All must be heard. That is a very good idea.
What is going on here?
Now there is a way for all to be seen and heard. It's in this book. Let's all vote in 1 month for a new job. I shall create the post of Prime Minister. Someone to counsel me. I nominate our current Lord Protector, Sebastian.
I am unworthy, sire.
And I also nominate this man, Jean-Michel.
What?
Let the people decide the way things are or the way things could be. And everyone, rich and poor, only gets 1 vote.
One person, 1 vote? Where's the fun in that?
Everyone, in 1 month, I give you an election. Now everyone, rich and poor, into the castle for a free banquet.
You did it. I knew you could.
I did do it. And I think I know who I am now.
You're smiling. I've seen you smile before, but never like that.
I know the king that I can be. Just, fair, kind-hearted. I found myself, and you showed me the way.
You seem so sure of yourself. So sure of everything.
I feel like I can answer any question that gets thrown at me.
You can.
With you, I can. There's just one question that I don't have an answer for. Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
Am I making believe I see in you a man too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you?
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Are you really as wonderful as you I flew for the cantions of the world, you and I,
To the banquet?
to the banquet.
What time is it?
Only midnight. Why?
Midnight. Well, I have to go.
Again? Why?
I must go.
How can you leave? Why do you leave?
If you knew who I really was, you would never want me.
Don't leave me.
I don't want to, but I have to.
Wait, stop! Guards! Anyone! Stop her!
A great day to keep. In 1 month will be our first free election for Prime Minister of the land. The candidates are Jean-Michel and our current Lord Protector, Sebastian. But tomorrow, all the women come to the palace and try on the glass slipper. Whosoever fits it shall be married to the prince. This is the biggest news cycle I have ever shouted. I'll be back at 11 with local weather and sports. The prince intends to search until he finds the girl who fits the bill. Will not the bill the shoe? I mean, Judith
find that girl. If the shoe's made of glass, then it can only fit one person, right? I mean, that's why she left it, right?
How goes it? So far, no luck.
Now, when you try on the shoe, you must make eye contact with His Royal Highness. For our family, you shall try to slip it on first.
Don't you mean only? No one's seen Cinderella since you yelled at her 2 nights ago. You got rid of Gabrielle because she likes the guy who might be your new prime minister. Wow, good call there. Well, hey, me again.
Gabrielle, there you are. I've just decided. If I become prime minister, I'm going to marry you.
Wow, the stakes are really piling up.
Does not fit.
Of course it doesn't fit. I'm not the girl the prince has fallen in love with. None of us are.
Was that the last eligible lady in the kingdom?
She appears to be yes.
She can't be.
See, I told you she wouldn't come. Now, can we please end this charade?
Everyone truly tried on the slipper?
I haven't tried on a slipper.
Everything has led you to this moment, Ella. Now you have only one thing to believe in. Yourself. All the dreamers in the world are Daisy and Doodle.
By all means, make yourself ridiculous. Try on the slipper.
It's too rich.
You can do it.
Oh, that's my sister.
Have we met before?
Yes. And we are seeing each other for the first time right now.
The shoe fits!
It is you. You who danced with me and showed me my own kingdom and gave me water that day I was thirsty. Please don't run away again. I don't think I can bear it.
It was you? We all know how warmly I've treated you since your father's death. Is it too late to ask for your kindness? I am not worthy.
Madame, you have treated me very poorly indeed. And I say to you now the 3 kindest words I know. I forgive you.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Do you think that includes me?
For you, it probably involves several hours of community service.
You are amazing. Could I maybe learn your name now?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. It's beautiful.
It's a name I once needed, but starting today I'll keep. So that from now on, when anyone thinks something is impossible, they'll just say my name and know better.
Cinderella, I love you so much, I don't know what to do.
Well, is marriage still on the table?
Yes. Yeah, oh my, yes. You have to marry me. I mean, will you marry me? Cinderella, will you marry me?
Yes. My handsome prince, I will marry you.